Another new day at Pinball Expo and another new game to check out. Today I got to put some time in on the brand new Jersey Jack Pinball machine, Elton John, designed of course by Steve Ritchie. They got two variations out there on the show floor. They got the collector's edition and what they're calling their platinum edition, which is kind of akin to their limited edition, and the names kind of get all fuddled and buddled between all the companies. But the collector's edition is your top tier premium, highest bells and whistles machine. It has a little bit of a different art package and trim level than the Platinum Edition. Platinum, of course, comes in silver. Collector's comes in gold. Collector has a magnificent topper up top that has multiple screens, lots of bells and whistles, and is just a sight to behold. Both playfields look absolutely gorgeous. Design artwork by Christopher Franchi. They look amazing. Lots of lights and sparkles and characters, and the authenticity of what Elton John's face looks like. He doesn't look like some kind of cartoon character or anything like that. No, he looks exactly as he should in his various different iterations throughout his career. Me personally, I do like the collector's edition playfield. Between the flippers, it's got Elton John and the Dodgers jersey. I like that a little more than the Platinum Edition, but if I'm picking, between silver and gold, honestly, I would probably go with silver trim, but you can't really, mesh them together. But I'm just saying, personal preferences. I like a little bit of this and I like a little bit of that from both of them. Either way, they're both gorgeous machines. I will be the first to admit, I've never been the biggest Jersey Jack fan. Namely, I love their machines, the aesthetics, the looks, the bells, the whistles, all the accessories, the trims, I think that is amazing. It's just the flipper and the gameplay has always kind of been lackluster to me. Sometimes the sound too. Guns N' Roses sounds amazing, but all their pinball machines that aren't music themed have always kind of sounded like slot machines to me, with their special effects and the sounds and bells and whistles and chimes and things like that. They always just sounded a little kind of cartoony, and things like Godfather. I didn't really understand having cartoony bells and chimes and dings and things like that going on for a theme that is, kind of dark and ominous like The Godfather. But going to this one, the sound is absolutely amazing. Rightfully so, it absolutely should be, right? It's a music themed pin, Elton John. Equalization, obviously they're not done with this code-wise, but it was phenomenal. As far as when I was playing it, certain attenuations of the music going up and down, equalizations when different call-outs and multi-ball was going. It was really, really well done. But the thing about this machine, first and foremost, that stroked me the most is the feel of the flippers. This is the best feeling flipping game from Jersey Jack that I've ever played. And immediately when I got done with Elton John, I was like, wait a minute, I gotta make sure this is not, like a placebo effect. So I immediately ran over and started playing some other Jersey Jack machines. And yeah, it's definitely the best, snappiest flipper that they've done to date. I don't know the science behind it. I don't know what they've done to change it over the course of other iterations of other machines in the past, but this is the snappiest flippers that I'd ever felt from any Jersey Jack machine. And to me, that was a massive win, because like I said, aesthetically, they're amazing machines. The light shows, the big LCD on the back box, all that kind of thing has always been impressive to me, but I could never get over the mushiness of the feel of the flippers from other machines. Shots and layout wise, basically this machine felt like roller games on steroids to me. Another previous design from Steve Ritchie, but this basically takes a lot of his hallmarks, if you will, Steve Ritchie design hallmarks, and tweaks them a little bit for a obviously different game, but is very true to form, very flowy, lots of fast speed going on with this game, and I absolutely love fast flowy games. You'll have a lot of lightning quick reaction types going for you, because there's like a 3-bank drop record targets up front and center that is very inviting to hit, and of course you hit them and it fires that ball straight back to you, so you got to be very quick on those flippers. Loads of cool skill shots. There's a molded crocodile rock, which is great. It has a physical lock mechanism. One of the absolute coolest toys on any pinball machine that I've seen in a long time is the Elton John little piano. So the piano itself, Elton John sitting there playing on his Dodgers jersey. Looks cool, head moves and everything. Looks great. But on the side of the piano is a little DMD like scoring display that has call outs and activities and tells you, shoot here or whatever, and has a light show. And I mean, this thing looks exceptionally awesome. There's a little tiny dancer spinning figure, but I mean, this thing, first and foremost, I gotta talk about is the light show. This is the best light show of any pinball machine I've ever seen, period. If this doesn't win, Lighting of the Year TWIPY Award 2023, I don't I don't understand what that category even exists for. In fact, I overheard the Jersey Jack people talking about how they put so many LEDs and lights in this machine that they basically reached the max capacity of the power inside the machine, the power supply. And honestly, I'm not surprised. It feels like there's lights on top of the lights on top of the lights. Everything is blinding and bright and shiny, and it is one of the coolest light shows in any machine whatsoever, whether it be pinball, whether it be a slot machine, arcade, whatever, pachinko, you name it. This thing is a ginormous billboard and love letter to Elton John fans. And honestly, I'm just blown away with the ingenuity and the engineering that went into this machine. If you're an Elton John diehard and you're a pinball fan, I can definitely say that this is probably going to be something that you'll need in your collection in your home. Whether you get the collectors or the platinum edition, that's completely up to you. But this is one of the best flipping machines that I've ever played from Jersey Jack. And like I said, going back to whatever they've done to the flippers has got me more stoked, more excited than anything, because I think that is the best step in the right direction as far as improving their feel for me personally. Now, if you love the feel of the flippers on previous Jersey Jack games, then maybe this isn't for you. But to me, this is a step in the right direction as far as giving those flippers more oomph, more zest, and I'm very excited that they're going that route. If you're at Pinball Expo and you got to check it out, definitely let me know your thoughts and opinions of the Elton John pinball machine down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, share this video with your friends if you found the information helpful, and as always, thanks for watching, guys. It really means a lot.